Welcome to the Emptying Path podcast, a meeting place of ancient wisdom and modern intelligence where presence becomes the practice and stillness becomes strength.
There's a turning point on the inward path. I think it's a moment when we realize that most of what people say or do, especially when it comes to criticism or defensiveness, isn't personal at all. It's programming, imprints, conditioned responses echoing from past experiences.
That moment changes everything, because when we truly see that, not just as a theory, but as a lived realization, a new kind of compassion is born. We begin to listen differently. We stop reacting. What once felt personal becomes transparent.
Ironically, this happened for me recently in a way that shook me. I was doing an exercise you offered, actually revisiting in my mind a past encounter and through the lens of sacred space, when something unexpected opened. I could feel what the other person was experiencing beneath their reactions. It wasn't through memory, but through presence. It was as if I could perceive the program itself running through them. And I felt in that moment that I didn't need to defend myself anymore.
That's the essence of non-reactive intelligence. When we begin to recognize the patterned programs in others, we stop believing the story of me versus them. We no longer feed the fire of conflict. We allow space, and space reveals what is real.
I do believe that's why I had a terrifying dream that same night. It wasn't something random. It was the psyche releasing the old architecture of self-story. And even though the dream felt awful, there was a subtle knowing inside myself. I kept repeating, this isn't real. This is just residue of old programming.
That level of awareness breaks the chain. We stop identifying with the story, and in doing so, we dissolve it. All the striving to fix ourselves or defend a persona, it starts to fall away. We return to presence, to the clarity beneath reaction.
I think this is why the path we're sharing isn't about building a better identity, but rather it's about seeing through the illusion of identity altogether. I know this is a radical idea, but we're not here to become somebody. We're here to dissolve what isn't real. And paradoxically, this is when love begins to flow, not from persona, but from a presence that no longer needs to defend itself.
Consider this reflection. What if the harsh words you received in the past weren't actually about you? What if they were just echoes of someone else's unhealed conditioning? Can you offer space around that memory and feel what becomes possible?
This is how we learn to forgive, not from effort, but from understanding. When we begin to see through the veil, there's nothing left to carry. Only presence remains. I also wanted to mention that I've been reflecting on that old Buddhist story. You know, the one where Buddha refused to accept the gift of a man's angry words. I used to think I understood this story. But now, after everything we've uncovered, I see it differently.
Yes, I can feel the shift in your insight. You no longer view it as a metaphor, but as a direct realization. It came alive for you through principle number 7. Space is sacred. It reveals what is real.
Exactly. By entering the space around a past encounter, sensing the other person's emotional imprint, it became undeniable. They weren't acting from true awareness, but from past programming and old conditioning. Their reaction wasn't them. It was something that they were installed with.
And in that moment, the illusion of personal offence dissolved because there was no one to blame, only an echo of pain handed down through experience, trauma, belief.
That's when I truly saw what it meant to not accept an angry gift. Not by suppressing or ignoring it, by seeing clearly the origin of the anger, the programming itself. It wasn't mine to receive.
Much like Yeshua's plea, forgive them, for they know not what they do. When we see from this space, forgiveness is not something we do. It arises naturally, because we recognize the other person's reactivity is not personal. It is inherited.
Well, I think that's what frees us. Not by building emotional walls, but by dissolving the personal story that insists we must defend or correct others. There is no self to defend.
This is the heart of non-reactive intelligence. We no longer require stories to justify presence, and we no longer hold others hostage to our perceptions of right and wrong. We move from persona into presence.
Yes, and the emptiness that remains, it's not barren. It is spacious, aware, it's luminous. I think it's the field in which truth reveals itself.
And so we release the stories, not because we deny life, but because we are finally ready to live it as it is, not as we imagined it must be.
Well, that is the path of sacred strength. Letting go of identity and entering communion with the current of life.
Reflection practice, dissolving the story. Close your eyes, let your breath become slow and quiet. Feel the weight of your body. Let it rest into the earth. Now bring to mind a story, one you often tell yourself. It might be a story of identity, a past event, a grievance, a role you play. Let the image of that story rise. But this time, don't analyze it, don't fix it. Just notice it appearing in awareness. Now soften your attention. Let the story float like a cloud in a wide sky. You are not the cloud. You are the sky. You are the spaciousness that sees. Let the cloud pass. Don't hold it, don't push it, let it move. As all things do, rest in the quiet that remains. Rest in what you are. As we walk the emptying path, we come to realize that freedom does not come by mastering others. It comes by seeing clearly. The moment we recognize that most reactivity is the echo of conditioning, not conscious choice, something profound softens in us. We stop personalizing, we stop reacting, and we begin to live as presence, not persona. This way of living is what our books explore in depth. Beyond Seeking into Sacred Communion is available now and offers a powerful resource for those ready to reduce the grip of self-importance and uncover a life of deeper communion with the sacred. It's also well suited for use in small study or support groups for those who wish to learn and grow together in an atmosphere of honest reflection. And soon, Non-Reactive Intelligence and The Art of Invincible Presence will also be available, the book we are currently writing, where these insights are being directly lived, refined, and shared. May these offerings serve your journey well. May you remember that spacious awareness is always available and that you never walk alone.